So my anyway, I don't want to go into all that stuff, but I had never heard of bipolar. And I went to the hospital. My parents took me to the emergency room and the doctor said, "You've got bipolar. We got to put you in the hospital." That's not good. You mean I was 20 years old and I never heard of a mental illness? Um, I think it's getting better, but in the school science class, we need to do brain health and discuss all these things, because part of the problem is when you get it, you don't see it, so you don't understand because it's from you, and people get mad at you because your behaviors and you're manic or you're depressed. It takes a lot of supportive people around you for you to trust to take medicine for your brain. And it is so difficult to get a person who's manic to take any kind of medicine because they feel good, even if other people are annoyed at you. So I'm thinking if we have in science class all over the country brain health, I mean, come on, these kids know about sex. Do animal husbandry and let's have fun with that one. Um, we had a cat that had kittens, and then I had a horse that had a foal. But my kids experienced that. Then my brother and we had fish that had babies, and to our dismay, they ate the babies. We had a bunch of babies in the tank, and we didn't know the fish would eat their own babies. Our fish sometime would jump out of the tank, and we'd see it flip flopping on the floor, and we'd pick our fish up, put it back in, and then my ex-husband bought my daughter Hillary a goldfish, and she's very hands-on. She played with her goldfish, and it killed it. And she played, yeah, she would put her hand and play in with it. Then he got her a parakeet, and she did the same thing with the parakeet. She kept sticking it in the shoe and playing with it, and it killed it. Um, Chickens are good. My sister has a beautiful chicken house, and she absolutely adores and loves. She gets different personality chickens, and um, you could have class meals like today's your day this month to have the eggs from the chickens. So they're not getting this at home anymore. They've got to have something real, not computers. They need real life experiences. Goats are good, and sheep. Just you don't need a lot of space for that. And I know all these schools could at least have a chicken house and the kids could eat the chickens. Greenhouses on the roof of the building, or that's science. That's science that you get to eat. That is science class. That will keep the kids coming back. Even if they fail the test, but they get a tomato BLT sandwich, they'll be like, "We're eating our tomatoes." Um, so yeah, brain health. It's not the guns killing the people. It's the sick people with the guns killing. And yes, you don't want them to have access to the Uzis and all that kind of stuff. It's too dangerous nowadays to let those go into the hands of people. I think it's too late. I think everybody's already got them. They probably have, what, 500,000 Uzis out there could kill us all, these crazy people. People don't use their brains that much. They don't appreciate their brains. They don't know what their brains are for. And we've dulled people down to the senses of a computer screen. Like right here, I'm stroking my daughter got me an electric blanket because the house doesn't really have heat. And I'm tactile. I like my down comforter, but this was the sweetest gift for Christmas. And then she got me a coffee maker because my coffee maker broke. She is the sweetest child. My other daughter made us up plates of food. They had a big party, and they sent us like 5 or 6 plates of food. Everybody had a little fork and a knife. It was real fancy. She went out to California for a few days with her husband. I am too much of a hell. I'm good now. I'm going to let them go. I have been trying to control and help and make sure they don't get into trouble, but they're grown up, so they're gone. I'm finally letting them go. So that's what they're arguing about is my keep my opinions to myself, unless they ask. No, I didn't respect that in the relationship. I thought I knew more, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm worried because of all the stuff I went through with Jerry, giving him partying with my kids and stuff like that, drugs. It was a number of years of true terror of the next phone call would be that somebody died in a car crash because Jerry was driving drunk. That was not fun. But yeah, no, brain science, just get manuals and make sure everybody discusses it, and we can do theater. I would do theater a couple times a week. Have a club, not a club. I think everybody should do theater because if you don't want to be in it, you can be in the audience. And they can just put on their own plays. They don't have to memorize lines. I'd have them write their plays. And then we can kind of diagnose in therapy what is going on with the child. You can kind of catch stuff and see what's going on with the kid if you can.